G'day legends, so it's all happening again. We have seen this once before in the annals of MMA history. Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka, the powers of the warrior spirit, battling the Aztec gods of the South Americas. And now it's happening again with Bryce Mitchell uploading a plea to the MMA community and asking for them to pray to him because he is being attacked every single night by the demonic blood magic of the fighting nerds. Oh, what a timeline we live in. That's right. Jan Silva is sending legions of demons. And they're not just normal demons, they're entire legions of succubi demons into the mind of poor Bryce Mitchell. This is what MMA is all about, boys. I am telling you. The powers of Christ, the powers of the Lord versus the power of the evil spirits. This is the Lovecraftian-esque battleground that happens in the cage underneath the black cube of Saturn in the blood arena that we call the Octagon. This is where MMA is at its absolute best. I'm telling you, it gets so good when it's like this. Jan Silva has responded to Bryce Mitchell's pleas to the people. I myself have reached out to Bryce Mitchell as well, letting us know that our prayers are with him. We're going to go through all of that in today's video, as well as Sean Strickland throwing his 2 cents in as well. That is what the entire video is about. Firstly, let's start by looking at the message that Bryce put out for all of us to see.
Good morning, y'all. I need all my Christian warriors to pray for me that I would have peaceful sleep. Every single night since the day before the press conference, I've had demonic dreams. Legions of demons are attacking me every single time I sleep, and not one time have I seen any peaceful sleep since that day.
So there we go. That's the opening sequence. There's a little bit more. There's more after this, but that's the opening sequence. This is a serious issue for Bryce, right? Because this has been happening since the night before the press conference. Bryce has been getting attacked by these legions and legions of sexy demons. He hasn't been able to get a peaceful night's sleep since then, and I hate that. Like, I know what it's like to be attacked by demons at night, you know? Nothing worse than a 2-week rip in Thailand and then knowing that you have to get back on a plane and go back to your regular 9 to 5. The demons that haunt you after that sort of a fortnight is exhausting. Let's press on with Bryce.
And not one time have I seen any peaceful sleep since that day. These demons surround me and they try to fight me and provoke me to anger, and then the dream will switch and they'll send beautiful women and they're trying to get me to lust, to cheat on my wife. Satan's using 2 of my weaknesses to try to expose the evil in my own heart, which is anger and lust.
Stop saying using 2 of my weaknesses. Oh my God. He's sending demons that are trying to fight me, and then they're turning into beautiful women. It's so funny. Imagine Bryce is pleading to the world right now because every single night he's being provoked by evil demons and they're turning into these sexy succubuses trying to get him to lust after him. He's so nice and wholesome and down to earth, is it? Like, he is such a down to earth guy. The dude is freaking out about cheating on his wife in his sleep. I've said it before on this channel, I'll say it again. Bryce isn't the sharpest knife in the tool shed, yeah? But he is genuinely a nice guy. He believes what he is saying, and he says it from a place of love. Now, you know, sometimes the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but where Bryce is coming from, he believes that he's being a genuinely nice person. Now, whether or not where he's going, that is up to debate for some people. But that's a whole other debate. But the fact is, he is pleading to the world right now, worried about cheating on his wife in his sleep. Think about that. That is so goddamn wholesome.
However, where I am weak, the Lord is strong. So please pray for me, especially if you're fasting right now. Please pray that I would have peaceful sleep, that God would send Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael, Samson, and King David to watch over me and protect me with the shield of faith.
Well, there we go. The message is loud and clear, right? If you are on Bryce Mitchell's side of this fight against Jan Silva, we need to, like, spirit bomb Goku energy. You know that scene from Dragon Ball Z where Goku's like, give me your powers? That's what we need to do. We need to send positive energies to the shield, the spiritual shield of Bryce Mitchell. Send good thoughts to him so he can power up that shield of faith. Yeah? So the power of the Lord. The power of the Lord. And he can use his discernment to use the right moves on Jan Silva. We need to give him a shield of faith so he can use the powers of discernment to figure out how to beat Jan Silva. Oh my God. Let's finish this off.
Remember, guys, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness, dark principalities, and evil powers in high places. I'm not just fighting a man on April 12th. I'm fighting a man possessed by a legion of demons. When I simply said the name Jesus, he was provoked to maliciousness. And he started barking like a dog and chanting, F you, F you, F you.
I mean, there's some truth to this, right? There's some truth to this. Bryce knew that he was in for a mental and spiritual battle before the press conference, right when the demons started attacking him. And Bryce might be vindicated in that belief. Yeah, Jan Silva literally became bestial. Usually Jan Silva, he's very happy, he's very emotional, he's crying with happiness, but this time he came out with a very different energy. He came out wanting to hurt Bryce, calling him a moron, and he did start barking at him like a dog. That's primal. That comes from somewhere deep inside, maybe even another plane of existence. But obviously I am loving this. This is by far one of the most entertaining build-ups to a fight night that I think is ever going to happen. We might not see something like this again for a very, very long time. So I am clearly on board with this. As I said, this is when I believe the UFC is at its best. Not just when it's high-level kicks and punches, but when we're dealing with high-level autism as well. I have reached out to Bryce. Let him know that I am praying for him to get a good night's sleep and beat Jan Silva and not succumb to the succubuses that haunt him. So Bryce knows that he's got the Dougie's Corner community behind him 100%, fully, all the way. And I encourage all of you to follow him on Instagram and send him a message as well and hope that he doesn't succumb to this spiritual nightly attack. If this channel ever gets a Bryce Mitchell interview, I will consider this a flawless victory on YouTube. Sean Strickland has jumped in as well. He says, I love Bryce. I'm not gonna do the whole Sean Strickland thing. He says, I love Bryce. I don't hold this against me, but therapy would do him wonders. Why would anyone hold therapy again? It's Sean trying to be hardcore, you know? Trying to be hardcore. Sean says, every time I have an intrusive thought, I thought, oh, it's the devil, I'd lose my mind. Intrusive thoughts aren't the devil, Bryce. Probably just fight anxiety manifesting itself as fucked up thoughts. Classic Sean Strickland, proving himself to be a man of Satan. Isn't he? You see? He's calling for Bryce to go to therapy instead of finding his own spiritual health by knocking out Jan Silva. Therapy is the course of a practice of man, not of the spiritual realm, of the man's realm. It's trying to lead you towards being medically diagnosed with a chemical imbalance inside of your brain and then put you on psychotropic medications, leading to a numbing of your own thoughts and feelings, allowing you to be molded by the very agent of the state to govern your cognitive ability. Sean Strickland has proved himself to be an Agent Smith of the Matrix. Shame on you, Sean Strickland. This is such a dumb video. This is the dumbest video I've ever made. This has got him. Only a Bryce Mitchell video could go to this levels of insanity. So yeah, it's getting wild out on the streets of MMA for Bryce Mitchell when Sean Strickland is turning out to be the voice of reason. That's not something I had on my bingo cards for this year. Sean Strickland is the one that's talking sense. I mean, look, all I can say is I sincerely hope that Jan Silva doesn't knock out Bryce Mitchell because Josh Emmett has clearly already done a fair bit of damage to him, and Bryce is barely clinging to reality here. Now, the demon himself, Jan Silva, has responded on his Twitter. Let's check it out. He says, Bryce, two things. These are not demons. You are just being afraid to face me. And second thing about the beautiful women, you have a hormone called testosterone. The hormone of the gods. Anyway, and you probably have problems with it. Just be ready April 12th because I will be. So this is obviously the devil speaking through Jan Silva. Firstly, Jan Silva is presenting himself as Jan the Lord Silva. Yeah, so he's taking the Lord's name as his own. That is clearly demonic. Then he's saying that they aren't demons, you're just afraid to face me. That's exactly what a demon would say, isn't it? That's exactly what a demon would say. Trying to get Bryce to believe that there aren't any demons out there. Very sneaky of you, you bloody snake in the grass. And then look, he finishes off the tweet by saying that's just testosterone, you're probably having problems with it. He's trying to get Bryce to lust on women outside of his wife. He's saying he needs to get the testosterone out more and more. Jan Silva has done nothing but prove that he is indeed a demon and we are indeed fighting a spiritual battle on the side of Bryce Mitchell against the demonic Jan Silva. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's pretty much the whole story. That's what's going on with all of it. It's amazing to watch. Obviously, I'm joking around a lot about this situation because it's insane. What else can we do but joke around about this situation? I am thoroughly loving it. I am looking forward to this fight so much. So much. It's great. Anyway, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Dougie. I try and make an MMA video every day of the week, Monday through Friday, and I try and go live at least 3 times a week. Been really good at that lately. So if you want to join me on any of those, just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you could, down there in the comments, leave a prayer for Bryce Mitchell to not succumb to the succubuses that invade his spirit at night, to give him the energy to fight Jan Silva. Amen. Leave a prayer down there in the comments section for Bryce Mitchell, and I might screenshot them and just send them to him. We will get Bryce to acknowledge us. And if you're one of the paying members of the channel, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. You got names up on the next slide. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah.